a simple tweet from NASA's official space agency account marked the arrival of a historic moment. The first message occurred again after a long silence. Imagine this greeting from the starry space is the first clear communication after 5 months of signal confusion. It is, without a doubt, a celebration worthy of note. You should know that the farthest emissary in human history is 24.5 billion kilometers away from us. Its flight journey is nearly half a century, carrying the curiosity and the dream of human exploration. But recently, a minor failure has caused engineers to work hard. It is not easy to repair this problem. Firstly, this aircraft was built more than 50 years ago. The builders of that year have now retired. The team must go through Chengfeng's files to interpret how this ancient aerial device works. Do not forget, although the software has been updated several times over the years, the technology of this aerial device is indeed outdated. Compared with modern smartphones, which can handle more than 100 million commands per second, the Voyagers can only handle 8,000 commands per second. Just like computers on Earth, Voyager 1 communicates with us through two-limit code. Simply put, it is a combination of 0 and 1 to express all information. There are 3 main computers on the spacecraft, and this problem occurred on one of the computers of the Voyager flight data system. This computer collects 2 types of information. One is for research on the scientific data of the universe. The other is data on the health of the spacecraft. The failure of this computer caused chaos in data feedback. Usually, if you encounter such technical problems, the first reaction is to restart the system. Just like when the data of the second Voyager in 2010 presented a similar problem, the team solved the issue by remodeling the memory system. This time, they also tried to restart, but the problem was not resolved. This forced the engineers to think of a more stable solution. After a few months of hard investigation, the team finally found the root cause: a broken chip. They sent a command to directly modify the specific memory address to solve the problem. This command can be used in the teacher's computer system to change the settings of the text and color. After much trouble, the team finally moved the problematic code to the new location of the flight data system. After 2 days of waiting, they finally received the spacecraft's response and discovered that the change had been successful. This is indeed great news, because it means that for the first time in 5 months, they can clearly monitor the health of the aircraft. Although contact with Voyager 1 was never really interrupted, during this time, it was as if you were on the phone, unable to hear each other's voice. Of course, this is just the beginning. In the coming weeks, the team will have to continue to move and adjust the rest of the flight data system software to be affected. Once these adjustments are completed, Voyager 1 will be able to start transmitting scientific data again very quickly. Speaking of the data sent by Voyager 1, they are very important to us, because this probe is now in a space area where the sun is slightly affected. It is telling us about the universe's line and magnetic field and other information we have never directly studied before. But as Voyager 1 flies further and further away, the difficulty of maintaining contact is increasing. Until about 40,000 years later, it will cross the line with a star called Gliese 445. From the perspective of time, this is eternal, but in the universe, it is just a fleeting moment. That's it. We continue to listen to the low murmur from the stars, eagerly awaiting the next news. Each time the connection is deeply reminded that in the vast universe, we are not alone.